Yo, what's up, guys? So basically, I sort of know what intimacy feels like now, and the reason I say that is because, like, around 4 or 5 days ago, I had my first kiss, and I mean, like, that's something that I've been waiting for a long time, and I wasn't expecting it to happen over my weekend, after prom and stuff and whatnot, and I mean, I'd say I feel great. I feel great that it happened. It was something new to experience. It was something that, I never thought I'd see happen to me, at least for like another year or so. And like most of the time, I would used to say to myself, like, I never love somebody or this and that, or like I'll never be kissed by a girl or loved by a girl. I mean, look what I did now. And like, just, I didn't expect it to go on as long as it did. And it was like 30 minutes of making out with this girl, and we had did some other stuff after that, but I won't talk about that in this video. But made out with this girl for 30 minutes straight. I mean, that's an accomplishment. First time kissing somebody, it's usually like like a minute or some shit like that. But 30 fucking minutes of making out with a girl for your first time, yeah, that's fucking it's pretty good. But the thing I wanted to talk about in this video was mostly about how that affected me, or how my weekend has affected me for these past few days, I say. And like, I don't know, like, I kind of want to say that I changed, but not in a good way. So basically, that whole weekend, I'm staying at somebody else's house, hanging out with friends and whatnot. And this one girl, she's into me, she's digging me and shit, you know. So we sort of hit it off, we slowly and progressively, get closer and closer, and then until the one night, we make out and shit, stuff like that. And I mean, we're not dating now because she didn't want to be in a relationship and whatnot. So, but anyway, yeah, I mean, like, that happened over like the course of 3 days. So, I'm kind of going with the flow and shit. She's feeling my muscles and stuff. And like that gives you a sense of like accomplishment. Like, okay, now girls noticed me or noticed my muscles or noticed that I've been working out and shit. Like it's good to realize that, but like I'm trying to say, you get comfortable with this shit. You get like, okay, I've reached peak performance or some shit like that. And that's not the goal when you're trying to constantly improve yourself, and like you don't peak out, you don't never stop. I'm not saying like don't be satisfied with yourself, like don't appreciate your work and whatnot, but like do not feel that you're done yet. Like there's always room for more improvement. Like yeah, maybe somebody will notice you. Maybe somebody will notice that you've been working out, or somebody acknowledges that you've gotten big and shit like that. But that doesn't mean that it's time for me to stop. Because in self improvement, you know, it's always about progress, progress, progress. And I mean, yeah, like this good. But at the same time, though, they're really trying to keep you away from, settling for like, mediocre results. Y'all say that mediocre results. Like, you can do way better than what you're doing now. But like, just because somebody said that, you look good or some shit like that, you feel like you're done, like, but you're not done at all. And I mean, that was kind of the case with me. Like, the whole weekend, I didn't do no workouts like I was supposed to. I had like a whole workout routine lined up for those 3 days. Didn't do them at all. Didn't get no fucking sleep at all. Stayed up to like, what, 5, 6 in the morning, shit. Sleeping like 3 or 4 hours max. And I mean, it was fun. It was fun hanging out with friends and whatnot, but like, and it's fine to do that, to let loose for a while. But like, if you can't recover from this shit, you can't like immediately get back to what you were doing. Like, like that's your sign. Like, you shouldn't be doing this shit that often. Which I mean, this is my first time actually doing something like this ever, and I mean, it's just new to me. It's all new to me, and I feel like I kind of neglected my self improvement for a while. I mean, it depends on what you're doing with that time where you're neglecting your stuff, and I mean, it's cool to say that I've actually have friends now. I actually have people I can hang out with. I actually have people. I actually have the ability to be intimate with girls now, or at least mildly intimate, like not actual like penetration and shit like that. But other than that, I mean, have girls like me and stuff. So I mean, I've learned all of that over the weekend, but at the same time, it's kind of tricking me into believing that I'm done with my self improvement shit. Not like you're outright saying it, but you feel like you don't have shit else to do because you got that certain girl to fucking you got this certain girl to look at you a certain way. You got this certain girl to recognize you or some shit like that, and you feel like you're accomplished. But like once you accomplish the goal and self improvement, and you got shit else to do. You don't have shit else to do. You just feel like you just feel a sense of emptiness, and that's kind of what I felt like. I got the girl. Well, I don't have her now, but I got with the girl. Now what? You know, and like another thing that I want to talk about was the sense of arrogance, or like the feeling of I guess having a big ego per se after that happened. Like all my friends like saying congratulations and shit like that, their girlfriend saying congratulations and shit. And I was talking about that with the girl that I made out with, saying like, oh, people are gonna be shocked as fuck when they find out I mean you did this and that. And I mean, you're just joking around about it, but like now that it's happened, like okay, I feel like I feel like I'm the shit now, which I'm really not, but like I feel like oh, I'm the shit now. People respect me more and whatnot. I mean, like no, nigga, like everybody, everybody gonna kiss a girl at one point. At least I hope so. I hope everybody does. At some point in your life, you're gonna be intimate with a girl, and I mean, like you'll feel like that, especially if it's your first time. But like you won't be focused on yourself like you should. You'll mainly be focusing on that moment, like oh, I did this shit now, you know. But what I wanted to say was, don't don't settle for shit like that. I'm not saying it's fine to be intimate. It's fine to do the let loose, but like don't settle in that state. Don't settle to be comfortable. Yeah, basically don't be comfortable. I mean, yeah, it's fine to be comfortable for a little bit, but like, give yourself some leeway, give yourself a rest maybe, but like, don't get big headed and shit. Don't get arrogant and whatnot just because you kissed a girl and whatnot. You know? Because what makes you better than somebody else, there's somebody that's actually putting in work and shit trying to do the same thing. Like you were the exact same person that you say you think you're better, that you think you're better on, you're better than now. I'm trying to say. But yeah, I kind of feel like I'm better than people and shit. Starting. I noticed that I'm subtly acting like a dick a little bit, and like I don't. That's not how I usually act. And I feel like that's something that I do not ideally want. Like it's okay to be aggressive, but like not like just being an asshole. You know. And I kind of noticed that now. And just a lot of shit going on. I'm trying to, recuperate, or what's the word? I'm trying to, I guess, gain my equilibrium back again, my sense of balance. Excuse me. With my working out, meditating and shit, reading books and shit, stuff like that. And mean, it's great and all to finally kiss a girl. It's great and all to finally be intimate with a girl. It is good, but like, does that mean that I've peaked? No. Does that mean that I should stop myself improving because that was one of my main goals that I wanted to do and I accomplished it? Like, no. Find something else to do. Find another goal to focus on. And I mean, like, just because you had one experience or one success doesn't mean that you're successful. Like, it's okay to fucking appreciate or, to celebrate your success. That's fine. But, like, to fucking base all of your successfulness or your accomplishment based on one thing, like, that ain't shit at all. And I noticed that, like, dudes be saying, like, get with multiple girls and shit. I mean, like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather, like, go for valuable women. No offense to the girl that, I made out with, but yeah, it's just stuff like that. Like, don't just sleep with girls just for the hell of it. Like, I mean, if he was telling me about that, like, was I desperate, to get with her? I'm like, no, like, I actually felt like we had a connection and whatnot, so, like, that's why I did what I did. But other than that, I mean, I wasn't desperate. I wasn't, like, doing all types of dumbass shit to fucking get with her. But, like, now I noticed that I'm kind of being an asshole to people. Not like a outright asshole, but subtly being an asshole. A little bit talking, being like kind of corny and shit and negative-ish. Like, talking about people that I usually don't talk about. Not saying anything that's positive or not saying shit, that actually, diverts the situation or that diverts the conversation into something positive. So, mainly what I'm trying to say is that the main point of this video is that I just don't want you to get lost. I guess get lost in, feeling like you're accomplished with shit. I mean, yeah, it's fine to celebrate it, but like, don't get caught up in stuff. And for your first time with a girl, you'll feel like, you're the shit. That's fine. But like, don't let that fucking take over your personality or take over your life. Because, I mean, many people have done it before. It's common knowledge now. So, just don't do the shit. I know it's kind of a all over the place video, but like, I'm still kind of recovering from that. If I want to say recovery, but like, yeah, I'm still kind of recovering from that. I'm still trying to, get back on my shit and whatnot. But yeah, man, like, just ask yourself this question: stick or twist? Am I gonna stick and stay comfortable? Am I gonna be satisfied with my results and whatnot? Like, or do you want to twist? Do you want to fucking strive for more progress? Do you want to, give yourself a chance to be better? Do you want to keep challenging yourself despite you, doing great feats and having a lot of success with other things or accomplishing a lot of things? Do you want to keep striving for more? Just ask yourself that. Am I done yet? Alright, this is I Speak, and I'm out.